Hi everybody, it's Brenda and I'm the Poncho lady. Welcome back to my channel. Well, I got an update on uh, that yarn I showed you in a prior video. Um, they come out pretty nice. I'm happy with them. So the first colors that I showed you were these remember the green, no label. I have no idea what it was, but it's a 3-weight, and the yarn art, and then I was going to add the black to it and make one garment. At the time of making this, the last video, I wasn't sure if I was going to pull a poncho tutorial up or a shawl tutorial up. Well, I decided on a shawl. I figured that was my best bet. And the top I'm wearing is also a Bag O' Day pattern. Just so if you're asking, if you're looking, you could tell where her pattern stopped or started. And then I added the sleeve, but then I added the purple here too. And I kind of like it. Matches my earrings and my necklace. So look at all them charms, guys. But anyways, going back to that, the shawl. I decided on the sherbet shawl of hers. Of course, mine doesn't look like sherbet. Mine is black. But I have made this pattern or this type of shawl using that tutorial on several occasions, but I'd have to say this is one of my favorites. And look at that, guys. Look how beautiful that turned out. Oh my gosh. And you could tell where that variegated yarn art with the black are right there and here. It really brought out that shawl. It really did. And then this here, these 3 raised sections here are done with the green and the black. So I just alternated them. Ended up with a beautiful shawl, and I did the last couple rows of black. Me and that black, I'm telling you, I thought it brought out the whole shawl, but it's gorgeous. I don't know the measurements of it. I didn't measure it. It fit me. That was the right amount of inches. But yeah, it turned out really well. Really well. I enjoyed making it. So that's the first one. And then I had these yarns that I picked out for the other item. I had this big ball and this 50% cotton. I think it's a 2-weight. I'd say it's a 2-weight. It's really fine. But I was going to put those together as a project, or there's another color. I was going to add this with the yarn and make it another project. Well, I didn't do that. I didn't make 2 separate projects. I add them together and make one. And then I added some black, some shawl ball. This is all one project. Shawl ball. I can hold all this. And some yarn art, some pink. I made a shawl. I think that's all that's in there. Put that all over here. That's a lot of yarn, but as I was working on the top of it, I'm thinking, I've got to break this gray up a little bit. What am I going to throw in there? So I found this. I got that yarn art pink and thought I'd add into it just a touch. Not much. I wanted the gray look, the gray and the blacks and stuff, but and I did pick out another Bangladesh pattern, another shawl. I will give, this is called the baubles run through it. I know the name of this one because there's baubles here, a row here, a row here, and a row here. And then it's got the granny stitch. So it's got the granny stitch, 5 rows of it. And then these 2 rows is all double crochet, the baubles, and then double crochets again and went back to the granny stitch. This worked out fast. I'm going to make some more of these. I enjoyed this pattern. I love how that one turned out, but I love this one. This one's huge. This is, I made it extra long in order to, if I wanted to sit outside and have a cup of coffee in the evenings and stargaze, and I'm a stargazer. I love to be out there on clear nights and just sip on a cup of coffee, and I want to wrap up with something on those cool evenings. You know, spring's coming up where it's warm during the daytime hours, but in the evening it's a little bit crispy still, so I thought this was really gonna work out really well. Now, the top part here was with the big ball of gray. I'm just knocking down my yarn, hi guys. And I mixed it with this. See, it's got gray, it's got dark gray, light gray. It's even got a touch of brown in it. I don't know if you can see it or not. Some brown. So I mixed that with the gray. So every, let's see. No, I can't say that. I was going to say that big skein was mixed with every other color throughout, but it's not. So, I don't think I have that one in there. So the next one, the next section, the, oh, and the baubles. Let's do the baubles. I did that with the gray and the shawl and the ball. Both of these two. Now this one here is with the black with the shawl and the ball. I wanted that shine from the shawl and the ball in the poncho, but not completely throughout, because this one here is the big ball of gray, and this here. This one's over here because I got another project going with it. Because I had so many skeins of this, so I figured I'd incorporate what was left on this skein into another project. So, and then I did it with that. Now, the next baubles is the big gray, ball of gray, with the shawl and the ball. For all 3 rows. Now, the pink was done with the pink and the shawl and the ball to give it some sparkle here. This is the only place here and here that doesn't have the sparkle. The rest of it's got the sparkle of the shawl and the ball in it. This here is, once again, it was a repeat of the top one. It was the variegated thin blacks, or this with the gray again, and then the shawl and the ball with the gray, and then the 2 this and this again. So I just alternated it as I was going down, but I just needed that little bit of pink in it to kind of break it up a little bit, and I thought it was a good choice. I'd do that again. I always think pinks and grays, pinks and blacks always look so nice together. So, and that's how that turned out. I went across the top and cleaned it up, and it was just with the shawl and the ball and the black. Same thing with the shawl and the ball and the black, and that was just a single crochet all across the top. But the V part of it, the bottom, it is with the black and the shawl and the ball, but I did a reverse stitch all the way down around it. Oh, it just, I'm glad I did. It just really brings out that you got to really look at it. But when you're wearing it and you know, adds a good, I like it. It added a decent touch to it. So, but yeah, that's what I have right here. That's what I made with all that yarn I picked out that last time. And that's what we ended up with. That's what we ended up with. It's a big one. A lot of work. A lot of work. Now I'm back. I'll put the link to those two patterns in the comments. And I'll pin it to the top. I'm not even going to try to do the other box. You know. I get frustrated with it. So I'm going to go one step and just go underneath there and write it in the where you guys comment. I'm putting that up to the top, and I'll have all the links to everything that I show here tutorial wise that I use. Same thing with the top. I'll put that up there too. Now about 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, this is another Bag O Day. You know me, Bag O Day freak. I can't help it, guys. You guys have some really nice stuff. But I made this poncho, and I made a matching hat. But for the life of me, I don't know what I did with that hat. I just had it out the other day. I was wearing it because it was cold outside, and I put it on my head, and I don't know what I did with it. But I made a poncho with this, and it's one of those ponchos with the cowl necking. And I can't tell you what I used in here, yarn-wise. But I do know it's like a suede yarn that I used on the top, and then in some other areas. I see some, and it's that that plush yarn along with it is what this whole one is made of, except the black. The black is made with just regular, it's not Red Heart. Walmart brand. You know what I'm talking about. It's on the tip of my tongue. I just can't get it out. Mainstay. But it's a long one. It really goes down to my feet. I'm going to put it on. I know it doesn't match the top that I have on, but I want to give you an idea of how long this one is. And I put fringe on it. And it's one of my favorites that I've actually made. And I have had offers on it, and I didn't want to give it away. I want this one for myself because I just love the way it looks. But it's a long one. I mean, it's long. I love but I love it this way. Hers only went up to about here, but I extended it longer because I wanted to wear it with black pants, my black short boots, and a long black sweater, and just dress black up. And that's where this come from. The reason why I'm showing you this one is because I'm in the process of making another one. But what I'm doing is I am where she does her points. It was 2 double crochets, a chain 2, and 2 double crochets. Well, I'm trying to back up on that and trying to get the sides a little bit longer, but trying not to have so much of the length in the front. So what I've decided to do is taking the points down a little bit. I'm doing the 2 double crochets, but I'm only chaining 1 in between the points. It'll be, instead of 2 double crochets, chain 2, and 2 double crochets, I'm doing 2 double crochets, chain 1, and 2 double crochets. But I'm also adjusting the pattern itself a little bit. It's back double crochet, back post, 2 back posts, 2 front posts, 2 back posts, 2 front posts. It gives you the ridges that you see on here. So you see that. So what I'm doing as I'm shortening the points, I'm also extending the poncho out midway by using triple crochets, triple crochet front post and triple crochet back post, and going out this way, the sides, but then bringing the point, keeping it at bay. You know what I'm saying? Hope that makes sense. I don't know how it's going to turn out, but it doesn't hurt to try. You know, it's trial and error when you make stuff and you try to get items the way you want it to look on you. My hair. You gotta mess with the pattern a little bit. Now, mind you, the ends aren't tucked in because that's the last thing I do. That's the last of my process. I don't try to do that because if I ever want to tear it out because something I didn't like on it, I would have a heck of a time locating those ends. And I don't want to do that. So what I've decided to use in this one, and it's a lot of yarn, different yarns, but I'm trying to use up the one skein of this and only 2 skeins of this, or cakes, and I'm all over the place with this one, and I'm okay with it because this one's for me. It's going to be heavier. It's 2 yarns put together, and it's heavy because of what I'm using. 2 strands throughout, but the strands that I'm using and the yarn I'm using is the Chevron latte cakes. Every one of those other yarns I do 2 strands, and this is always the main one. And then I'll just add another one. I'll take that one color off and add the other color. But these 2 are, one of these 2 are always part of the poncho because it is so soft, and I like it. I can't wait to get it done. I just love the colors. I only had 1 skein of cake of these, but I had 3 cakes of these. I'm on my 2nd cake, and I'm just incorporating this as little as I can. I'm done with it. I can't add any more. That cake is done. I can't do another solid roll, so kind of disappointed. I wish I had some more, but it is what it is. But I do have this, and I have incorporated so many different yarns into this. I have just yarn, brown, that I'd hold together with either one of these somewhere in the poncho. I have some white with this yarn in it, with that cake in it. I have regular orange that I held together with orange. And I think I even held it together with this one somewhere in the poncho. And I don't even know what that is. It might be the yarn art. I think it's the just yarn too in orange. I've got some of this rustic romantic from Yarn Bee, from Hobby Lobby. I've held it together with the peach at one point, or the melon color. That's in there. Those 2 together. I have some of this flicka, and I've mixed the flicka with either one of these. You know, and I've got different colors of flicka that I've put in it. See, there's 2 different kinds. I'm throwing that in there. I'm just throwing that yarn in there just to put it together, put something together, utilizing, you know, I have laying around in my bins that I couldn't figure out what to use for. I had like 2 or 3 this color. I only have 1 of these. I haven't even got that in. I had a different color that's already in it. It was just 2 of this color, 1 of this one. Well, I got them because they're on sale over at Hobby Lobby. I only paid $1.24 a skein. So whatever they had is what I bought. So that's what this one is. Well, let me put it on to show you how far I am with it. Of course, I want it longer. I want it a blanket type. I want it long enough where I can sit outside just like that one. But I want this one on the cooler days, opposed to that black one, the first one I showed you. Gonna mess up my hair, but it's okay. But this is what I got so far. See, I'm trying to avoid the sharp point before I get the length on my arms. So that's why I decided to start doing the triple crochets around. But like I say, just without that extra chain, it's less to pull down to stretch it. So I'm just trying to keep it at bay here. But this is what I got so far. Look at all those ends from changing the color so often. That's going to be a workout in itself. But I can't wait to get it done. I'm liking this one too. But I want to be able to sit out there, you know, sit in my chair and just, you know, kind of hide underneath it on those cold days. So that's where I'm at there. I don't know how the bottom's going to be. Like I say, a lot of times I'll lay something down in front of me, and as I go, watch it as it's growing. What color do I want next? I could stare at it for a day, 2 days, 1 or 2 days, and still not decide what I want next. Some projects take longer than the others, and it happens even with me. So I got a little more digging to do, see if I can find some more orange and some more brown. Like I said, I still have tubs over there I haven't even gone through. But that's what's on my hook right now, is that big one. But I do have something else. I decided to, while I'm staring at this big poncho, I decided to get my hands busy on another pattern of Bag O' Day, but I'm doing it a little different. Of course, the yarns are different. I'm using, I'll bring those over here. I'm using some of this Premier Everyday. That's what I showed you in the last video. It's got the tans and the gray, a baby, real pale blue and white. So I'm kind of incorporating that with Kaboo yarns. I don't know what, I think this one's, let me tell you the colors that I'm using. Put my eyeballs on. Taupe, T-A-U-P-E, taupe, I think it's taupe, and beige. And I'm also using, I only had one skein of this, so I'm kind of picking and choosing where I want it, this yarn in this top. And it's Etrofil baby can. It's made in Italy, anti-peeling, 100% acrylic. The color is 80011. It doesn't give me an actual color name, but it's like an off-white. Almost like a very pale yellow tint to it. But I'm making Bag O' Day's Chevron top. But I'm making it as a crop top. And it's finished, it just has to be tucked in. And I'm making this for my sister. She's kind of been bugging me for something handmade, something different. She's been posting on Facebook and tagging me and, you know, items here lately. So I figured I would surprise her with a little crop top made from the Chevron top from Bag O Day. Um, and I won't put it on. She's smaller than I am, um, weight wise. So she's gonna look cute in it. Um, I would put it on, but it stops right here, and I didn't want to show my belly. You know what I mean? It has no uh business being on the internet. You know what I'm talking about? So, anyways, I did a little crop top, and I'm gonna stop right there. She can wear it with a pair of bell-bottom pants, sweatpants or something around the house, and um, I'm not putting no sleeves on it or anything. I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. I think it's really cute, and that's how I decided to put the yarns together for that. But what I'm in the process of doing without a pattern is trying to make a pair of sweatpants that match with the chevron pattern in it. Chevron up at the top and then the chevron going up separately on the legs. I looked for a tutorial and couldn't find one, and I'm thinking, I don't know if I'll get it, but I'm going to try it. What's it going to hurt? I'll pull it out. I won't show anybody. Yeah, it didn't work out, guys. But if it does, of course I'm going to show it off. And hopefully, if I do get the pants done to match the top, hopefully she'll allow me to take a picture of her in it. We'll see how that goes. That may not happen. But anyways, all I can do is ask her. The worst she can tell me is no, right? So that's what I have on my hook. That's what I'm fiddling around with. Top's done. Now let's work on the pants. I'm fitting it to myself, my body. But I think even if it was a little baggy on her with the drawstring at the top, I think it'd be comfortable lounging pants. She goes camping every weekend, and I figured if she wanted to put on something like this, just to lounge in her little sitting area outside. Who cares if they're a little big? No one's going to see her, right? It's a campground. So, hope that works out for me. I hope I can surprise her and say, hey, the top and pantsuit, look what I made for you. Now you have to wear it, and so I can put it on so I can take pictures of you. Because I have a YouTube, and I told them I'd share it with them. We'll see how that goes. So anyways, guys, that's all I have. Yeah, that's all I can think of anyways. I don't think I have anything else started. No. So anyways, until the next time, my next video. See what else has got up my sleeve. Hopefully I can get those pants done. So, subscribe to my channel if you're not already there. I'd love to have you. Really would. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. It don't matter. However you decide to rate, my videos. It's all good. It's all good, guys. Until next time. Bye.